we entered the World Trade Center for the Squadron NYC. What an amazing experience. We met the guys, we went to the computers and logged in for our Top Gun flying experience on the F-35 simulators. Okay, they've got 8 simulators in this circular setup, which is amazing. So these are the full flight, or they're not full flight, are they? They're fixed base simulators, and then they're all arranged in this nice circular section with obviously the controls for the operators in there. We have these incredible briefing rooms, and yes, I did dress up like a Top Gun pilot. We've got another 10 fixed base simulators here, these F-35 simulators, and I tell you what, these are absolutely amazing. Have a look at this. They've got these big wraparound screens. You sit inside there, and you've got your controls. Omar, our instructor, gave us a briefing before we went in. The thrust levers on the left, side sticks on the right, very similar to the Airbus that I fly. And off we go for our first mission. So the first mission number 1, is learning how to fly the jet. It's just like a military jet, and essentially it was just our introduction to the aircraft. We're tasked with flying through different shapes in the sky, almost like an aerial obstacle course. Each shape has a different score, so we'll see them in a moment. Here we go, airborne, 165 knots, I remember, was the airborne speed. So basically it's just getting used to flying the airplanes, and we've got these series of shapes to fly through. It looks easy from here, and actually it wasn't that hard. In fact, it gets harder as you go along. Turning, getting used to the aircraft. Alright, so here comes the shapes that we have to go through. So this is the first one, the 25 points for going through the square. And they were quite easy, and there's loads of them. The next one is a circle, that's 50 points, so we want to try and go through more of them. But the most important one is 75 points for the red square. They're a little bit smaller. So here we are, sped up. Whoops, missed that one. All right, we're at Lake Mead. We took off from Vegas Airport. We're going through Lake Mead. Okay, there's 50 points there. Missed that red one down low. Yeah, missed that yellow one as well. Okay, maybe I'll get this red one. And the yellow one, that's 50 points. Missed that one as well. So this is all learning. There's a 50-pointer and up before I hit the power station. There's another 75, 50. Mission number 2 is from Hawaii. So now we've had a debrief after our previous mission, and now we've got a next mission which is out of Hawaii, take off, and I think this time we need to do about 500 knots was the recommendation by Omar, our instructor. So also you'll notice a lot of these aerial obstacles are a little bit lower this time, so getting us to fly lower to the ground. Okay, so here's a yellow one on mission number 2. I'm getting a bit more comfortable with the aircraft now, so my reactions are improving. I'm getting used to it better. There's a low level one. Boom, that's another 75 points. And these are easy. Look at these. Speeding up, going through them. That's each one of them is 25, 25, 25 points. There's a 50 through the circle. Let's see if we can get this 75 down low. Yes, we got it. Oh, there's a boat out on my left. I want to go through that boat. There's big points. Here's one on the runway from where we took off. 75 points there. Okay, where's this boat? Where's this boat? Come on. There he is. 150 points. Straight through the middle. Excellent. Well done. Well done me. 75, 75 up the road there. Another 50, another 75. So as you can see from my first mission, I'm getting a little bit better all of a sudden. Mission number 3. This is the big one. So we've had a debrief, and now we're looking at doing the Maverick. If you've seen the Top Gun Maverick film, Omar is showing me how to use the different missiles and how to select them on the screen. It is quite involved. So full throttle forward, start accelerating down the runway, and this is now some top secret airport. I don't know where it is actually. I think they did tell us, but I don't know where it is. So now the deal is we're going to take off and fly through the Grand Canyon at low level like they did in the film. Obviously there's no snow in this one, but it's a different canyon. But we fly low level in a canyon, and then we have to bomb a military base, and then we've got to hit some bogies, enemy aircraft. So here we are, and we're going to go through these hoops, and then we're going to go down into the canyon. So I'm being a normal airline pilot and flying at the speed that he told me to fly at, and the speed is, here we go, what are we looking at here? So I'm doing 527. That's pretty good. Now let's look at my son's. This is a lot more interesting. In fact, in the debrief, Omar concentrated on my son's flying, because actually he did really well. So all those years of flying video games have paid off for him. So this is his simulator routine. In fact, this is in normal speed. There we go. We're going through the hoops, and he didn't listen to Omar. Omar told us to fly at 500 to 550 knots, which I did. But there's Max there. And because he doesn't listen to what the instructor says, and because he's not an airline pilot and thinking about safety, his speed was a little bit faster than mine. Look at that, going through the canyon. We have to fly these, follow these. Whoops, there he goes, down low level, following the arrows. This is so cool, actually, so much fun. Let's have a look at his airspeed. Yep, a lot faster than mine. Okay, so the routine was to fly down low level and not be shot at by the ground-based guns that were apparently, I didn't see any, on the either side of the canyon. And then at the end of the canyon, we had to fly up. He's selecting his missiles there, you can see on the screen. Sidewinder missiles. Are we at the canyon yet? Yeah. When these arrows stop, we're at the end of the canyon, and then we have to go up through one of those 25 squares. Now we go up, and we have to fire at this blimp. I completely missed the blimp. I didn't even know where it was. There he goes. He shot that down, and now we've got to get some bogies. Okay, so he's got splash one. He's hit one of them, and another one. Splash two. There's actually 12 of these. Splash three. Here's another one. Splash four. This is a full 12-minute sortie, but we've obviously shortened it down for the video. Splash five. Inverted. Here comes splash six, I think. I managed to hit 4. He managed to hit 10 out of the 12. Okay, machine guns, fantastic. 6 of them. Yeah, like I said, I managed to get 4, and I thought I'd done really, really well until we got to the end and found out there was actually 12 bogey aircraft, and Max managed to hit 10 out of them, which is apparently almost the record. I think the record score, if you're going there, is there's number 7, is 3,200, I think, from memory, and Max's score was something like 2850, which was definitely the high score of the day, probably the week, probably the month. Yeah, he did really, really well. There's me in the background, my shadow, filming him, because I finished before he did, and I filmed the last of his shadow. What an idiot, getting in the way there. Finished the last of his, so he's got 8 seconds to go. Will he get one more? Yes, he does. Well done, Max. Fantastic. All in all, it was a fantastic day out with my son. If you want to go and do the same thing, contact the Squadron at thesquadron.com or on social media, Instagram at thesquadron NYC. And if you liked this video, I know you did, please subscribe, and there'll be more videos just as soon as I can produce them.